Hello friends, welcome to my channel Code for Self. Today we are going to discuss install Kubernetes on local Windows 11 machine. So as topic itself says that install Kubernetes on local Windows machine. So let's proceed. So to run Kubernetes locally, we have two options. One is Docker desktop. Okay, that is the preferred option. That is a bit easy because Docker desktop, if I see, that is the applications for Mac, Windows, Linux in all platforms. That includes Docker Engine, Docker CLI, Docker Composer, and optional single node Kubernetes cluster. So Kubernetes cluster is a single node. There are another options, that is Minikube. So Minikube is an open source tool specifically designed to run the single node Kubernetes cluster locally. But there are few challenges with the Minikube. First thing is performance overhead. The virtualization layer can sometimes introduce performance overhead, particularly for disk IO. Okay, and second option that I have chosen, a lot of others are separate installation. So it's require a separate installation in addition of Docker. Okay, if you are using Docker driver. So if you see, as in complexity wise, Minikube is a bit more complex to run it locally. However, the Docker desktop is a bit easier. So we will prefer in this session for the Docker desktop how to run Kubernetes locally. So if I go as in first, before going to see how the Kubernetes run with the Docker, first and most important thing is kubectl. So what is kubectl? So kubectl is basically, it's a Kubernetes command line tool. It is essential for interacting with any Kubernetes cluster. So it is having separate command line tools. You need to install it. Okay, that's the first thing that should be on your machine. We can install it separately from Kubernetes official documents, and these are the links that I have given here. So if I simply go and copy these links, so let me copy. Okay. Okay, so let me run these URLs in a browser. So first URL that I'm using, that is Kubernetes official website, and so you will able to see, right? So this is the Kubernetes official website in which you can see install tool. First thing we can see, that is kubectl. We have to install kubectl. It is for Linux, it is for Mac, it is for Windows. Similarly, we have other tools also, that is Kent, that is Minikubes, that is Kube but we are only going to deal with kubectl. So if you click on install kubectl for Windows, it will redirect you to here. Okay, and if you click on release pages, Kubernetes release pages, you will find this list of release pages. And if you go down and download the Windows ARM64 kubectl.exe, so it will basically download the exe file in your download folder. After downloading the exe file, what next we have to do, that we will see here. So see, even I have mentioned in my PPT also, it is the kubectl.exe. This is help you all to download it. Okay, and after download, you will able to find that in the download. Okay, so what next we have to do? Okay, after binary download, save it to any drive folder. Okay, that's what we have to do. So if you see, as in my drive folder, so I'm sharing with you. So this is my drive folder, and I have shared that exe to here. So I have this path. Okay, C drive kubectl, under that this is the exe. Okay, after downloading and after putting here, in what next I have to do, I have to go to environment variable and okay, environment variable, and I have to go to, okay, I have to user variable to the path folder. Okay, Here I have already added kubectl, c kubectl. Okay, in your case you may need to add it. Okay, to add it just need to click new, need to add this path here. Okay, so I have already added, so that's why I'm canceling it. And in system variable also you have to go and put it on the path. So if you go down you will see I have added here. If you need to add, click on new and add it. Since I have added already added, so I am going to cancel it. So once both is done, okay, what next you have to do, you have to go to cmd command prompt and run something like um, kubectl. Okay, okay. So if you run the kubectl, you will find different basically help commands are here. So if it is there, it means that your kubectl locally installed, it's set up, and it's going to interact with the Kubernetes cluster. Till now, I have not created the Kubernetes cluster, but once it will be there, it will start interacting with that. So kubectl is one of the very important, which I have just shown you all here. Okay, so if I go to my slide, you will see I have also added you add the variable in user path and system path, and kubectl is a command. Okay, so as a next video we are going to install the Docker. So Docker installation is pretty easy. Most of us we have already done. If we have not done, we can easily do it with the command with the even we can anytime go and see it on Google. Otherwise this link will help you all. Okay, install Docker desktop on Windows. So here we will take the Docker desktop Windows x86/64. If I click on it, it will start downloading the Docker installation exe. After download, installation is pretty straightforward step. You just need to click on next, next, next. It's very straightforward step. After successful installation, what you will see or you will find the Docker desktop. Okay, which in my machine I have already installed it. So let me open it. Okay, so you will find the Docker desktop. After installation, if you open it, it will open something like this. Okay, containers, you will see no containers. Okay, all left hand side menus are here. The important thing that we have to check after installation, two things we have to check, and that is very important, and same thing I have mentioned in my slide also. So if I quickly go to my slide, I'm saying we need to check for Windows feature on and off. We have to check these two checks should be there. So virtual machine platform, it should be there. Windows subsystem for Linux, it should be there. It should both should check. In case of not check, ideally it's by default check. In case of not check, we need to go and check it. Click on OK. Everything is OK. Then we can say the Docker that is running here, it's at least Docker is running. Okay. Now what next about the Kubernetes? So for Kubernetes we have to go to settings. Okay, we have to go to Kubernetes. If you go, I have already run it in my machine. Okay, but in your case, since it is the first time, you will find something like this is disabled. Okay, so if you apply and restart, okay, I'm basically stopping the Kubernetes which is running locally at my end. So let it stop. So if you also see it is stopped. Okay, so on bottom you are seeing my Docker is running but my Kubernetes is stopped. And right now if you go and run the command, okay, that is kubectl, okay, version. Okay, so kubectl version. Okay, so now you will see your client version is v1.32.2. Okay, next version is v5. But main thing is our server, it is not able to identify the Kubernetes that is running locally. That's why it is showing like this. Okay, now to resolve this, I have to make sure that it is running properly, so I have to on it. Okay, I have to apply and restart. It will ask me to install. So you will see Kubernetes is starting. Okay, Kubernetes in running. Okay, so if I go and again run the kubectl version, you will see our client version is this one. Okay, next is this one, and server version especially. So I can say in my local, my client and server both are running, so that we can use develop further. In case of any further development, we can do on our local machine. Okay, I will quickly cover the uh, PPTs part also. So in PPTs, as you will see next, I have everything mentioned here. Okay, so it will be easy for you if I go to next. So this is the command that we have to check kubectl version, they both are running. So at the time of these basically demo, or before that, I have also faced a few common issues. Mostly it is related to our server version. Our locally server is not running, so sometime it is giving that unable to connect with the server. No connection could be made, refuse the, because the target machine actively refused it, or sometime unable to connect to the server UF. For both, we have to make sure that Kubernetes is running in Docker. And sometime, because most of us, most of time we have already installed Docker and done some sort of any past kind of practical things are done in our machine. So I will suggest you just uninstall everything. Okay, because these kind of issue I have faced. First issue I have faced a couple of days, but after uninstalling everything, even Docker, Kubernetes, all that user dot files like Kubernetes dot kubectls and all, basically cleaning everything. And once I first installed, so that time it's worked at my end, and it's working till now. So that's the important thing I want to share. Once again, I will say thanks for watching the videos, and thanks for all your support. Thank you so much.